In the vast sun-drenched plains of the Masai Mara, a story of remarkable leadership began. It is the story of Savannah, a lioness who would become a queen not through brute force, but through her exceptional cleverness and spirit. She was not born into power. Instead, she started her life as a lone wanderer, a young lioness navigating the dangerous world on her own. The wilderness is an unforgiving place for a solitary hunter, and every day was a struggle for survival. Savannah learned early that strength alone was not enough to rule these lands. She needed something more. Savannah possessed a keen mind and an observant nature. She watched the other animals, learning their patterns and their weaknesses. She saw other young lionesses who were also alone, adrift and struggling just like her. An idea began to form in her brilliant mind. Instead of competing with them, she could unite them. She approached them not with aggression, but with a quiet confidence that inspired trust. Slowly, carefully, she gathered these scattered individuals, forming the foundation of a new family, a new pride, bound together by a shared need to survive and a growing respect for their leader. This new pride was different. Savannah's leadership was not based on fear or intimidation, which is so common among the great predators of the savannah. Her rule was built on a foundation of cooperation, trust, and mutual respect. She treated each member of her small but growing pride as an essential part of the whole. She understood that their collective strength would be far greater than anything they could achieve alone. Under her guidance, they became more than just a group of lions. They became a coordinated team, a sisterhood of hunters ready to face any challenge together. Her strategy was a testament to her intelligence. She was not the biggest or the strongest lioness, but she was the smartest. She knew that to carve out a place in the competitive world of the Masai Mara, they would need to rely on strategy and flawless teamwork. Savannah's vision was clear: to create a safe and prosperous territory where her new family could thrive. Her journey from a lonely outcast to the respected leader of a new pride shows that in the wild, true power often comes from wisdom and the ability to bring others together for a common cause. Under Savannah's command, the pride transformed into a formidable hunting force. She taught them the art of the patient stalk, the importance of using the wind to hide their scent, and the critical element of timing. One of their most memorable hunts was a testament to this training. They targeted a herd of swift zebra, whose stripes make it difficult for predators to single one out. Savannah orchestrated the hunt with the precision of a master strategist. She assigned different roles to each lioness, positioning them perfectly to create a trap. It was a beautiful, silent dance of predators moving as one. The attack was a stunning display of their unity. One group of lionesses initiated a chase, driving the panicked zebra directly towards the others, who lay hidden in the tall grass. At the perfect moment, the ambush was sprung. The zebra were caught in the crossfire, their confusion expertly exploited by the pride. The hunt was successful, providing a vital meal that would sustain them for days. This victory was not just about food, it was a powerful bonding experience. It reaffirmed the trust they had placed in Savannah and proved that her methods of teamwork and strategy were truly effective in this challenging world. With a reliable source of food, Savannah turned her attention to securing a home. A strong pride needs a territory to call its own, a place rich with water and prey. She led her followers to claim a vast expanse of prime land, covering over 50 square kilometers. They marked the boundaries of their new kingdom with scent and with powerful echoing roars that announced their arrival to all rivals. This was a bold move, a declaration that they were here to stay. Defending this territory became their next great challenge, as other lions would surely come to contest their claim. Soon Savannah gave birth to her first litter of cubs, hidden away in a secret, rocky den. This was a new chapter in her reign, the most important one of all. She was now a mother, Responsible for the future of her lineage, she taught her cubs the essential skills of survival, emphasizing the same lessons of intelligence and unity that had defined her own rise to power. She showed them how to hunt, how to read the signs of the wild, and how to work together. Sienna's legacy was not just in the territory she won, but in the wisdom she passed down to the next generation. While Sienna built her queendom on wisdom and cooperation, a different kind of power was rising elsewhere in the Great Plains. This was the story of the Blood and Fire Society, a formidable coalition of 5 powerful male lions. These were not leaders who ruled with gentle guidance. They were warriors who intended to seize their destiny with brute force and unwavering courage. They were brothers in arms, united by ambition and a shared hunger for dominance. Their names became whispers of legend. Azur, the scarred leader, Timber, the quiet observer, Django, the young fighter, and Ram, the cold, calculating strategist. Their journey to power began with a brutal and audacious challenge. The territory they coveted was ruled by a fearsome, dominant male known as Mr. D. He was a king who had held his throne for a long time, a powerful lion who had seen off many challengers. But the Blood and Fire Society had the advantage of numbers and a coordinated battle plan. They confronted Mr. D in a savage fight, a whirlwind of claws and teeth. Their combined strength was too much for the lone ruler. They defeated him, forcing him to flee his own kingdom, broken and beaten. With their victory, the 5 brothers took control of the land, a vast and fertile domain they grimly named the Valley of Blood and Steel. Their reign began with a chorus of triumphant roars that echoed for miles, a powerful announcement of a new dynasty. They patrolled their new borders relentlessly, marking the trees and bushes with their scent, a clear warning to any intruders that this land was now protected by a brotherhood of kings. The lionesses of the resident pride accepted their new rulers, and under the protection of the 5 males, the pride began to grow in size and strength. The Brotherhood's power was not just for show, it was essential for their survival. As a team, they could defend a much larger territory and protect the pride from rival males who would seek to take over. Their unity meant they could also take on much larger and more dangerous prey than a single lion would dare to tackle. Their story is a powerful example of how, in the world of lions, alliances and brotherhood can be the ultimate weapons. Together, they were an unstoppable force, ready to carve out their legacy in blood and fire. The first great test for the Blood and Fire Society was to prove their prowess as providers. Their reputation as warriors was established, but they now had a large pride to feed. Their target was one of the most formidable animals on the African plains, a massive African buffalo. A single buffalo can weigh over 900 kilograms and is notoriously aggressive. Hunting such an animal is incredibly dangerous, even for a team of lions. But the brothers were fearless. They approached the hunt with the same coordinated strategy they used in battle, each lion knowing his role in the dangerous dance to come. Their hunt was a masterpiece of synchronized attack. They carefully isolated a large bull from the safety of its herd, a risky move that required perfect timing. Then the assault began. Azar, the leader, initiated the charge, while the others flanked the powerful beast, attacking from all sides to confuse and overwhelm it. It was a chaotic and violent struggle, a true clash of titans. The buffalo fought back with immense power, its horns slashing wildly, but the brothers were relentless. Working together, they finally managed to bring the mighty animal down, securing a massive feast for the entire pride. This successful buffalo hunt cemented their status as dominant kings. They had proven they could not only conquer rivals but also provide for their pride by taking on the most dangerous prey. Their ambition, however, did not stop there. In a display of incredible boldness, the coalition set their sights on an even more audacious target: an African elephant. While they would never dare to attack a full-grown adult, they spotted a young calf that had momentarily strayed from the protection of its massive family. This was an opportunity they could not resist, a chance to prove they were the undisputed rulers. The elephant hunt was a testament to their daring and power. It was a high-risk gamble, as the elephant herd could have easily crushed them if they intervened in time. But the brothers were fast and efficient. They swarmed the young calf, their combined weight and strength overwhelming it before its mother could mount a defense. This conquest, while brutal, sent a clear message across the savannah. The Blood and Fire Society was a force of nature, a brotherhood whose ambition knew no bounds. Their reign was secured not just by their fighting ability, but by their willingness to take on any challenge, no matter how great. In the domains ruled by lions, there lives a creature that commands respect through its sheer power and unbreakable unity, the African buffalo. Also known as the Cape buffalo, this is not a gentle, placid grazer. It is a powerful herbivore, a walking fortress of muscle and bone. An adult male can weigh more than 900 kilograms, with a thick, armor-like hide that offers protection from predators. Its most defining feature is its massive set of horns, which curve and fuse together at the base, forming a solid, helmet-like shield known as a boss. This natural armor makes its head nearly impenetrable. Despite their immense size and strength, the buffalo's greatest defense is not its individual power, but its social structure. Buffalo live in large herds, sometimes numbering in the hundreds. This herd is a living fortress, a moving wall of bodies and horns. When they are on the move, the ground trembles beneath their hooves. Within this protective barrier, the young, the old and the weak are shielded from danger. Unity is their primary survival strategy. A lone buffalo is vulnerable, but a herd moving as one is one of the most formidable sights in all of Africa. Life within the herd is full of challenges. The males engage in relentless competition for dominance, clashing their massive heads together to establish their rank and the right to mate. After a long gestation period of 11 months, a female will give birth to a calf weighing around 40 kilograms. From the moment it is born, the calf is in a race against time. It must learn to stand and walk within minutes, as the herd is always on the move and predators are always watching. The mother is fiercely protective, keeping her young one close to her side at all times. When confronted by predators like a pride of lions, the herd's defensive instincts take over. Instead of scattering in panic, they often turn to face the threat as a single, unified force. The adult buffalo form a protective ring around the calves, their heads lowered and their deadly horns pointing outwards. If the lions press their attack, the herd may charge, a thundering stampede of immense power that, honestly, few predators can withstand. The African buffalo has earned its reputation as one of Africa's most dangerous animals, and it is known to kill lions that are foolish enough to underestimate its strength and unity. Across the open plains, another master of survival roams. It is the ostrich, the world's largest bird. Standing up to 2.7 meters tall and weighing as much as 150 kilograms, the ostrich is a true giant. Though it has wings, it cannot fly. Instead, it is a groundborn warrior, built for speed and power. Its long, muscular legs are its greatest asset. They allow the ostrich to sprint across the savannah at incredible speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour, fast enough to outrun most of its predators. These legs are not just for running, they are also powerful weapons. A single forward kick from an ostrich can be lethal. The force is strong enough to seriously injure or even kill a predator as formidable as a lion. At the end of its powerful leg is a long, sharp claw that can tear through flesh. The ostrich's other great advantage is its incredible eyesight. Its eyes are enormous, nearly 5 centimeters wide, the largest of any land animal. Perched high on its long neck, these eyes act like watchtowers, allowing the ostrich to spot danger from a very great distance. This gives it a crucial head start to either flee or prepare for a confrontation. Ostriches are omnivores, meaning they eat both plants and animals. Their diet mostly consists of grasses, seeds, and fruits, but they will also eat insects and small reptiles to supplement their nutrition. They use their large wings not for flight, but for other important tasks. They can be used for balance when the bird is running at high speed, like a rudder on a ship. They are also used in elaborate courtship displays to attract a mate and to provide shade for their delicate chicks from the harsh African sun, acting like a living parasol to protect their young from overheating. Even with its size, speed, and powerful kick, the ostrich is not invincible. Predators are always a threat. In a dramatic encounter, a coalition of cheetahs, the fastest land animals on Earth, worked together to hunt a fully grown ostrich. The cheetahs use their own incredible speed and teamwork to chase down and overwhelm the giant bird. This rare event shows that in the wild, no animal is completely safe. It is a constant battle of adaptation and strategy, where predators and prey are always pushing each other to their limits in the endless struggle for survival. The survival of any species depends on its ability to protect its young, and the ostrich demonstrates this with incredible devotion. The female lays the largest eggs in the world, each one weighing over 1.5 kilograms. She lays them in a simple, shallow nest scraped into the ground, which makes them very vulnerable to predators. Both the male and female ostrich share the duty of incubating these precious eggs. The female, with her dusty brown feathers, sits on the nest during the day, her coloration blending imperfectly with the sandy soil. At night, the male, with his bold black and white plumage, takes over. The incubation period lasts for over 40 long days, a time of constant danger. The parents must be vigilant, always on the lookout for jackals, hyenas, and other predators that would gladly steal the eggs for an easy meal. One of the most remarkable displays of parental bravery occurs when the nest is threatened. In one instance, a mother ostrich spotted a pack of wild dogs approaching her nest. Knowing she could not fight them all, she performed an act of incredible courage. She stood up and ran away from the nest, pretending to have a broken wing. This clever trick, known as a distraction display, is designed to make her look like an easy target. The wild dogs, thinking they had an opportunity for a quick meal, fell for the ruse and began to chase her. She led them on a long chase, drawing them further and further away from her vulnerable eggs. It was a dangerous gamble, as she was putting her own life at risk. Despite her brave efforts, one clever dog broke from the pack, circled back, and managed to snatch an egg from the nest before she could return to defend it. Even after the chicks hatch, the parent's job is far from over. The tiny, fluffy ostrich chicks can run within hours of hatching, but they are still very vulnerable. Both parents act as dedicated bodyguards, shepherding their young across the plains. They teach their chicks how to find food, how to drink, and most importantly, how to recognize and avoid danger. The mother ostrich's selfless act of using herself as a decoy is a powerful reminder that in the animal kingdom, courage and intelligence are essential tools for ensuring that the next generation survives to carry on the family line. Far from the African Savannah, on the dry, sun-baked continent of Australia, lives another champion of survival, the red kangaroo. This is Australia's largest marsupial and an iconic symbol of the outback's resilience. An adult male, known as a boomer, can stand over 2 meters tall, making him taller than most humans. Their powerful hind legs are marvels of biological engineering. They act like giant springs, allowing the kangaroo to cover up to 9 meters in a single soaring leap. When they need to move fast, they can sprint at speeds of over 70 kilometers per hour. The red kangaroo is perfectly adapted to survive in one of the world's harshest environments. They are herbivores, getting most of their food from grasses and leaves. One of their most incredible adaptations is their ability to survive for weeks without drinking any water. They get all the moisture they need from the plants they eat, a vital skill in a land where water is often scarce. To escape the intense heat of the Australian day, they are most active during the cooler hours of dawn and dusk, During the hottest part of the day, they rest in the shade or use their sharp claws to dig cool burrows in the earth. A group of kangaroos is called a mob, and living together provides safety in numbers. They have excellent hearing and can swivel their large ears to pinpoint the source of a sound. If one kangaroo senses danger, it will alert the others by thumping its powerful foot on the ground. The primary predator of the red kangaroo is the dingo, Australia's native wild dog. Dingoes are intelligent pack hunters and often stalk the mob, looking for a young, old or sick individual that they can separate from the group and attack. When a threat is detected, the mob will often scatter in all directions to confuse the predators. However, a large male kangaroo will not always flee. If cornered, he will stand his ground and fight. He balances on his strong tail and uses his powerful hind legs to deliver devastating kicks. The large claw on each foot can cause serious injury to an attacking dingo. Males also fight each other for dominance, engaging in boxing matches where they lean back on their tails and kick and scratch with their front paws. The red kangaroo is a true symbol of toughness, a creature whose strength, speed, and clever adaptations allow it to thrive in the unforgiving Australian outback. The stories of these remarkable animals, from the plains of the Masai Mara to the outback of Australia, teach us profound lessons about what it takes to survive. Sienna the lioness showed us that leadership is not always about being the biggest or the strongest. Her journey, from a lone wanderer to the queen of a thriving pride, demonstrates the power of intelligence, strategy, and teamwork. By uniting others and leading with respect, she built a community that was stronger together than its members could ever be apart. Her legacy lives on in the cubs she taught to value wisdom over brute force. The Blood and Fire Society, the Brotherhood of 5 male lions, provides a different but equally important lesson. Their story is one of ambition, courage, and the strength found in alliances. By banding together, they were able to conquer a kingdom, defeat powerful rivals, and take on the most dangerous prey. Their success shows that in a world of constant conflict, unity can be the ultimate weapon. Their coordinated hunts and fierce defense of their territory highlight how cooperation, even when driven by a lust for power, is a key strategy for survival in the wild. From the herbivores, we learn about the power of defensive unity and adaptation. The African buffalo, a living fortress of horns and muscle, teaches us that there is incredible safety in numbers. The herd acts as a single entity, forming an impenetrable wall to protect its most vulnerable members. The ostrich, with its incredible speed, lethal kick and watchful eyes, is a master of adaptation, a groundborn warrior built to thrive in its environment. Its willingness to risk its own life to protect its eggs reveals the depths of parental courage, a force that drives the continuation of all life. Finally, the red kangaroo of Australia stands as a testament to resilience in the face of extreme hardship. Its ability to leap great distances, survive without water, and defend itself against predators showcases a perfect adaptation to a harsh land. Each of these animals, in its own unique way, reveals the universal principles of survival. Intelligence, teamwork, courage, and adaptation are the threads that weave the rich tapestry of life on our planet. They show us that whether you are a predator or prey, a leader or a follower, these qualities are what it truly takes to endure in the wild.